What's up, guys? So I've been here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's Sunday. Um, had a few problems. Anyway, I plumbed that in over there. I hope it. Anyway, I plumbed. Yeah, look at that. Nice sunrise. Anyway, I plumbed that in. So one port would go for both of the wings. All that works good. It was a greasy mess though. Anyway, so hooked up the brush hog. I just got done servicing the 1086, and this is the first implement that's ever been attached to it. My PTO clutch is out. I mean, it'll spin, and you can even put your boot on it, kind of, and it won't stop, but it spins at a real low RPM, and it never gets up to speed. And then even when it's going, as soon as you hit any type of grass, and I don't mean bushes, man, like grass, it bogs down, and the PTO stops. Here's the thing: the motor on the tractor doesn't bog down, or stall out or anything like that. So we've put all my resources together. I called Jake, I called Cow Camp, called Will from Sowers Cattle, called everybody. They're like, yeah, your clutch is out. So, oh man, my arm is so tired. So anyway, and I was thinking, I'm gonna let that lady I bought it from know. You guys know the story that happened with that, but I'm just gonna let her know and just say, hey, yeah, that tractor, yeah, the PTO is out. And anyway, so I was bummed out, man, and still kind of am, but I'm past it. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna name that tractor. It is what it is. Anyway, so I was looking in the book and everything. I believe once I get it apart, I'll know for sure. But anyway, so I'll go back to this. So my neighbor Roger, his nephew lives with him, and his nephew stopped by, and he's like, "Yeah, well, my friend Kyle runs all IH stuff. He's a dairy farmer. We could go over there and talk to him." I was like, "Yeah, let's go do that." So we did, and Kyle was a straight shooter. I liked him. He was a real nice guy. So anyway, went over there. He said your best bet is just to take it out and bring it in to S&H, which is only half hour, 40 minutes away. That's close for down here. That's close, which is totally fine. Today's Sunday. I'm just getting sick of wrenching on this son of a bitch. I want to use it. But anyway, seems to be kind of what happens when I buy equipment like the skid steer, I mean, used equipment is what it is, It's like rolling the dice, man. But that skid steer wasn't that bad, and she works now, and I'm happy with that. And I'll be saying that about this tractor, hopefully. And then hopefully after this, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to jinx myself. But anyway, so I'm going to take it apart. I was looking in the book. Now, Cow Camp, he replaces that PTO like he's done it like 7 times. Anyway, there's a couple short bolts in there. Those you want to, if you twist on it and it comes out, then put it right back in, because that splits this. And you don't want to split that. I want to take this whole piece off. And I looked in the book. There's some kind of spring on there, and you need like a special tool. I looked at the tool. I could make one of those. But, I was talking with, oh my gosh. I was talking with a couple people. I was talking with Kyle, and I may try to do it myself. I'm going to see how it comes apart. If that spring's involved with that tensioner and all that stuff, I probably won't do it. I'll probably drop it off. I'm going to take the whole thing out, and I'm going to bring it with me. Not just the clutch pack, or that sits towards the front. I'm really hoping that this is just the clutch too, man. Because the only other thing it could be is that drive that turns all of this. but I think it is the clutch. I'll know in a little bit. I think when I changed that tran fluid, man, it was brown if not black. It was which means there was heat in there, and hopefully that means the clutch. Because after that you're splitting the tractor, and I'm not doing that. I don't have the time. First of all, I'm sure I could figure it out. It would just take forever, and 7 million runs to the parts store, and about 7 million phone calls too. But if that's the case, then I'm just going to call them to come pick it up, and that'll be that, and they can go through it and fix it. Boom. But anyway, but yeah, the people down here, so anyway, this thing is a couple 100 pounds, 150 pounds anyway. I'm sure I could lift it off there, but my neighbor, his name's Adam, he's like, yeah, man, you're tearing that apart tomorrow. I'll give you a hand if you need it. And I'm like, yeah, yes, I need it. Thanks, man. So, a tractor, here's the other thing, tractor friggin', it runs good, man. It starts right up every time. All the work I've already done to it with this oil cooler, all that stuff. I even welded up the old. There's like a 90 coming off of the muffler. I even welded that up. I'll never show anybody that piece of metal. I'm so glad the tins cover it up. The whole bottom of the 90 was pretty much rotted out, and I just used a bunch of pieces. You know what I mean? And a lot of friggin' wire when I was welding. Because you're always chasing it, and then the hole burns, and then you're chasing it. So what I actually did with that was I used these. These are like brazing rods, except they're steel. Anyway, I used those in there with it to add along with the wire feed. That way I didn't have to bring my heat up too high, and it was just puddling in there. It actually worked good. It just looks like shit. When I straight pipe it, I'm going to take that thing off, and I'm going to bury it somewhere, and I'm never going to tell anybody about it, and you guys will never see it unless someday I'm in a real good mood and I feel like laughing at myself. Most days, but I probably won't show you guys. Anyway, so, fuck! That's what's going on today, is darn it. So that's brand new hydraulic fluid in there. I'm saving it, man. I got my little, I don't have a cool electric one like Jake. So, Jake, if yours comes up missing and I never complain about this thing again, I didn't take it. Nah, anyway. Whatever. But I'm saving it. I'm cleaning out buckets now. I don't have any brand new buckets, but I'm cleaning them out with diesel fuel and then wiping them out real good. Yeah, it's pretty clean in there. So, hey, Mr. Nate, here's my clean bucket. I'm going to call this video my clean bucket. So, whatever, man. I was telling the old lady, I was telling a couple people, I said, yeah, I bet you my old lady sabotaged it because she wants me to work on the house. And I told her that. She goes, I'm not that stupid. If I did that, you're real hard-headed, and you would just work on it till it was fixed anyway, and then you would never work on it. I was like, baby, you're taking it a little bit too serious, but you're probably right. But that's fine. Gives me time to work on the house. I need to change the pace from this son of a bitch anyway. I'm sorry, you're not a son of a bitch. Whoever had it before didn't treat her good. We're going to treat her good. I still like my tractor, I guess. But anyway, there was silage up in the cab, and that wheel was sucked in. I think this thing was on a silage chopper or something. And, I think it had a lot of PTO work. Here's another thing. So this plate was on there, on the drawbar. That plate. I took it off. This drawbar has seen some action, bro. That's seen some action. So, anyway, I had 2,700 hours. Those must have been a hard 27, man. You know what I mean? Uh, so that's what's going on with that. I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up, get this all ready. I'm setting myself up for success. I'm just setting myself up so hopefully this goes pretty smooth. What I'm actually going to do, so I'm going to take this shroud off. I may have to pull the top link off of that 3-point. Brian said he does it, and I'll take this linkage off and stuff. He said he does it because then you can reach down in there. But what I'll probably do is there's a bolt right there, and I'll bolt up with some washers, a chain link, a big chain link, or clevis or something. I'll figure it out. I got something. Chain link, and then I'll hook it to the skid steer and just, so it doesn't pop. Unless it's coming out, and I got Adam here, so unless we feel like we can do it, I'll put this pallet right next under it, so if it does, so we have a place to set it down gently. Yeah, that's it. So probably after this, you're going to see some working on my house videos. Instead of, taking care of all this mess. Yeah, see, look. This is when I just let it sit. And it picked up RPMs. Look, it stopped like 10 feet after that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that didn't work very good. And the only kind of saving grace is why I'm not totally pissed is it's going to rain for the next 3 or 4 days anyway. So I figure I take this off, drive it in to get it fixed, or just buy the clutch pack. I'll determine that after I get it apart, if I feel comfortable doing that. And it's only like $400 to have them do it. I'm like, that sounds really groovy, man. You know what I mean? And they'll go through it and make sure. Then I have peace of mind. I don't know. If I feel comfortable doing it, Brian does it. I think I could probably do it. I'll just replace the clutch myself and get the parts. But I'm definitely taking this darn thing with me when I go there. And anyway, so it's going to take them a while to fix it anyway. Hopefully not that crazy long. They're, springs here, and they're probably working on balers and all kinds of stuff like that right now too, and tractor. They're probably pretty busy. But that's to be determined. So yeah, that's what's going on with your good old trusty Mr. Nate this morning. So, all right, I got to clean some buckets and sweep all this shit up and get ready to rip into this son of a bitch. Sorry, I've been trying not to swear, maybe you guys have noticed, but I just feel like swearing today, so I'm not even sorry about it. Fuck it. Man, now I'm a little bit sorry. Anyway, that's it. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to.